It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the air. Report.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. And that's to the former Chief, Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We got three. 0-0, Mike 3. Check pass. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the short. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. Mike 40, Mike. Taller. He's coming. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 40's Mike.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 6. I got him. Mike 6. 15. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check three.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Ready? Hey, 15. Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Get that ball. He changed it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get in that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Ravens 10. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rolling to his left. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as...
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Second down at 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, Mike 6. They can't hang with us. Check. 15. Mike 6. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, defense.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Throwing, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will even our score at 21. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 57, 57. Mike 6. Here we go, G. Mike 6. Mike 6. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Attack, attack. Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. All day, all day. Mike 6, Mike 6. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Yellow, yellow. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jackson steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could